The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. The test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much. It is whether we provide enough for those who have little. Happiness lies in the joy of achievement and the thrill of creative effort. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. The virtues are lost in self-interest, as rivers are lost in the sea. Remember always that all of us, and you and I especially, are descended from immigrants and revolutionists. Men are not prisoners of fate, but only prisoners of their own minds. The test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much. It is whether we provide enough for those who have too little. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot in it and hang on. Do what you can, with what you have, where you are. I ask you to judge me by the enemies I have made. The only sure bulwark of continuing liberty is a government strong enough to protect the interests of the people, and a people strong enough and well enough informed to maintain its sovereign control over the government. The structure of world peace cannot be the work of one man, or one party, or one nation. It must be a peace which rests on the cooperative effort of the whole world. True individual freedom cannot exist without economic security and independence. The liberty of a democracy is not safe if the people tolerate the growth of private power to a point where it becomes stronger than their democratic state itself. There is nothing I love as much as a good fight. I am not the smartest fellow in the world, but I can sure pick smart colleagues. Democracy cannot succeed unless those who express their choice are prepared to choose wisely. The real safeguard of democracy, therefore, is education. Be sincere, be brief, be seated. We cannot always build the future for our youth, but we can build our youth for the future. I have seen war. I have seen war on land and sea. I have seen blood running from the wounded. I have seen the dead in the mud. I have seen cities destroyed. I have seen children starving. I have seen the agony of mothers and wives. I hate war. Courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the assessment that something else is more important than fear. It is common sense to take a method and try it. If it fails, admit it frankly and try another, but above all, try something. We defend and we build a way of life, not for America alone, but for all mankind. The test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much. It is whether we provide enough for those who have too little. I'm not the smartest fellow in the world, but I can sure pick smart colleagues. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. I hope your generation will inflict that defeat on the forces of greed and selfishness. The test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much. It is whether we provide enough for those who have little. Let us never forget that government is ourselves, and not an alien power over us. The ultimate rulers of our democracy are not a president and senators and congressmen and government officials, but the voters of this country.